Okay, so we're back. We're good. We're here. Okay. So, how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing well on this fine Martin Luther King Monday. Um, got a couple of days. My surgery is on Thursday, so I'm gonna try and do as much as I can before then. Spent some time investigating and looking up a couple of interesting techniques today for our project for today. We're gonna see how it goes. Um, hopefully, hopefully it doesn't go badly. We'll see how it goes. I do want to, however, I took the time for the first time in a while to actually look at my follower count. I decided a long time ago that I wasn't going to do that. Um, and I decided to look, and we have hit 126. It's 125, but Visit was so kind as to follow. So with that, we've had 126 followers. Um, I'm amazed. I am shell shocked. I am stunned. I am grateful. Um, being at this for honestly less than a year now, um, and I've been, as far as all of the streamers and all of the talking faces on YouTube go, um, I've been a terrible streamer. Rick, go. Go ask mom. Um, by all metrics, I have been an absolutely terrible streamer. I have not been regular on my days. I have not stayed true to my stream schedule. I've taken long breaks. I've changed up my content. Hey, Nuber, how's it going? Um, I have been by all of by all of the talking heads on the internet. I have been a terrible streamer, and the fact that in less than a year I've gotten 126 of you to follow me is absolutely amazing to me. I thank you so very much. I am so very grateful for each and every single one of you, and I just wanted to take the time to say that. Um, it's going. It's better than it not going, right? Could be worse. Can always be worse. Uh, the only way it can't be worse is if you're on the wrong side of the dirt, right? I do tell myself that all the time. Um, it can always be worse. And I think it was Batman Returns that Alfred says, and it really stuck with me. He says, "It's always darkest before the dawn." And that stuck with me pretty hard. So give me just a second here. Little man's having problems. I'll be right back. So yeah, all that sappy stuff aside, um, so I have some big stuff coming up. Even without having surgery. Um, we're closing in on it, and so I'm going to start talking about it here in the next at the beginning of the month. Um, good friend of the channel and my moderator Mig War is going to be starting a charity campaign. I'm going to join him in it. We're both going to be running it. This charity is uh, very near and dear to our hearts. Um, a very good friend of ours for a very long time is losing his fight with cancer, with pancreatic cancer. Um, and it's hard for both of us. We've been friends for 20 plus years. Um, we were there for his wedding. We were there when his daughter was born. Um, so it's going to be a rough time. Um, the problem is that, and it's not really a problem, except with the way our economy and our government and the way our system is he he's an automotive tech. He's not some six-figure a year CEO or anything like that. This is a guy who's worked hard, busted his knuckles every day of his life. Um, and because of that, uh, all of this treatment and all of this stuff is taking pretty much everything that they've got. In your room. Uh, hey, Gray. And because of that, like I said, pretty much the treatment and everything is pretty much taking everything that they have. Because of that, um, Megwar and myself have decided we're going to run a charity um, donation to try to raise money for his wife and his daughter for when he's gone. Um, we're not expecting to raise a ton, and honestly, I don't know what we'd do if we did. Um, I think we'd all just be dumbfounded. But if we can raise enough to start a small college fund for his daughter and help with some of the expenses after he's gone, then that's what we're trying to do. Um, so starting February 1st, we will have a Tiltify link going at the bottom of the screen. That Tiltify link will go directly to our friend Ryan's wife and his daughter. Anything that anybody can give, I greatly appreciate it. Come April, so in a couple months, I am going to have a charity auction that's going to run the month of April. I'm going to auction off the Conquest minis that you'll watch me paint here on stream, including the Phoenix themed Shanchi that we just finished last stream, along with our dark cenotaph, our chapter mage, and our tempered steel shaper. Those will get auctioned off. We'll have a lot of other items that will get auctioned off that you'll see on our Discord. That you'll be able to peruse the pictures of the Discord of the items before the Discord before the actual auction goes live, so that you can kind of judge where if there's anything you want to bid on. And again, all of this money, every dime of it, is going to to this guy's family, to Ryan's family. Neither myself or Megwar will see a dime of it. We're actually going to be spending money to make this happen. But it's about the best that we can do, and so we're reaching out to the people that we know, and we're going to have a lot of people across a lot of streams are going to be helping us out with this and sharing that Tiltify link and doing what we can to support this amazing family and this amazing guy, his wife, and his daughter. He it looks like you arrived at the right time. Yeah, he doesn't know we're doing this because he's one of those um stubborn assholes who is all about not wanting charity and not wanting pity and blah 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 blah. So he doesn't know we're doing this. We're gonna do this out of a ask forgiveness instead of permission mindset. Hey, Adeptus, how we doing tonight? Throwing back the multi rave, Jeff. Awesome, I'm down for it. So yeah, so February 1st, start looking for that Tiltify link. I'll have it at the bottom of the stream for the entire stream. And then mid to late March, check out the Discord for any more information, as well as for pictures and information about the auction coming up. And yeah, just keep that around. And like I said, now that we got some more people in here, again, we had 125 followers, 126 followers if you count visit. You guys are amazing. I definitely could not have done this without you. I definitely could not have done this without support from a lot of people. To have gained 125 followers in less than a year on Twitch is almost unheard of. I'm very grateful. I'm very awestruck, and I love you guys. Yeah, I really do. It's so much fun to do this. It's so much fun to come into chat and come on here and talk to you guys and share my passion for gaming, for nerddom, for mini painting with you guys, and to actually have people responding to it is awesome, and I thank you all. So, join the Discord. I'd love. We have very few people actually in the Discord. I'd love to get more people in the Discord, more people active with it. So join the Discord. Links down below, and we'll get to the painting and stop hearing me yammer on. How about that? So, just a reminder. Oh, just a reminder. This. Whoa, she's out of focus. This is our Shan Shishi that we finished up last time. Thank you, Nuber. I appreciate it. So that's what we finished up last time. Now, I did start doing some work on some other stuff. So this is the basis. I did this off stream because I used my airbrush and that thing's ridiculously loud and kind of annoying to have on stream. So I did this all off stream. But you can see that I put down some yellows, oranges, reds to kind of give us some base background colors for some superheated earth and some smoldering trees. And that's what we're going to do with that. I went ahead and primed and zenithal highlighted our tempered steel shaper. So he's getting ready to go. Headset just turned off. I primed and then I zenithal, and then I tried using my airbrush to give a marble effect using you're good, Mig. And then using baby wipes in my airbrush, I tried to give it a marble effect, and that failed miserably. So we're going to try something else that I found online that's supposed to be a lot better for textured surfaces to give that marble effect. So that's what we're going to be working on tonight. I assembled the base, then disassembled the base, and then assembled the base, and then disassembled the base for our chapter mage. And then I zenithal highlighted our Kitsune, which we may This is one that, due to how rough it's put together, this one, um, I have. I'll be honest. I have not, just because uh, it's so much of a pain in the butt to do. This one probably is just gonna get painted and then stuck on my shelf. And I had originally planned to auction her off, but I don't think I feel comfortable doing that with having giant gaps in the tail. Um, just because I couldn't get her to, I couldn't, as much as I tried, I couldn't get the pieces to fit together right. Um, so I don't feel comfortable auctioning her off. So she's probably just going to sit on the shelf unless there is a high demand for me to auction her off, and then I probably we will do so. Um, when it comes to this auction, I'm pretty much just going to be a whore for any money I can get, to be honest. Um, so fix this camera here a little bit. Um, with that said, um, we're going to primarily be working on the Dark Cenotaph tonight, and trying to get that marble effect on the Cenotaph itself. I want to see if I can get this figured out. I've never tried this technique. It's something I just watched some videos on this afternoon, um, while I was doing some stuff around the house, and I think the technique will work very well. So we're gonna try it out, and we're gonna try it out with what I have, which is not the stuff that the person that the I watched the video had. So we're gonna see how it works. First, though, we're gonna go ahead and get some brown paint. For this, I'm just gonna use this apple barrel hobby paint, because all I want to do is I want to get brown on the dirt. Just want to get the dirt back to being brown. Nothing special, nothing fancy. We just need brown dirt again, right? So that's what we're gonna do. We're not even gonna thin it. We're just gonna put a big old glob here on the mat. Just gonna get the brown dirt to be brown again. So one thing I will do is get the music going. So we'll have some music. I decided to go with a little bit of 90s dance music today. So we're gonna have some fun. Little dance party tonight. How are we doing tonight? Time. Whoa, whoa. How you doing, Adeptus? Everything going well for you? Whoa, whoa. Get your problems. Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. Look at that. Trying to finish a big bird. Which big bird? There's a lot of potentially big birds to finish. Okay, let me try and guess. Is it a 40K or is it a Age of Sigmar model? Those are going to be the only ones I know. And if it's a 40K model, okay. Is it a named bird? Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. Also, yes. Okay. There are a few different birds. Most commonly, and I'm going to guess that it is the changer of ways, the greater demon of Tzeentch. Is this true? That is such a cool model. Um, I actually have a AOS list that calls for me to have five um, changers of changer of ways. It runs five greater demons of Tzeentch. I I call it my death chicken list. I call it my death chicken list. Now, is it 40K or is it AOS? Because the models are the same, but um, the techniques, uh, the techniques might be a little different, and the big thing that's going to be different is going to be the basing. Um, you did a 40K one. Yeah, like I said, I mean the model is the exact same. Uh, the only difference is going to be how you base it. That's it, really. That sister, as a sisters collector, uh, um, there's there's a book, a sister's book. Um, I think it's like Mark of Sacrifice or something. Um, that actually starts off with a sister squad getting destroyed, just getting obliterated by a changer of ways, a changer of fate, changer of fate. A fucking Fiend's bird demon. Never. The changer of fate. Yeah, let's do I still have um so there we go. We've got dirt. Can get put away here. Um Now I gotta look this up. We send its code to your phone, which is currently freaking used. Freaking. Sorry about that, folks. Probably shaking a lot. Library. Yeah, Mark of Faith. It's called Mark of Faith. It's by Rachel Harrison, and the book starts off with um the Sororitas Squad getting like absolutely obliterated by a demon of Zeus. It's absolutely amazing. Like it kicks in. It's literally like the first few pages of the book. Like starts off with like the battle scene, and it is absolutely. It is a sister's book, but like you want if you want to know like the power of a greater demon, that book will give you a very good telling of the power of a greater demon. Quite ridiculous, actually. Okay, so we are going into this technique that I have never tried before. Um, and because of that, we're not going to use our good brushes. Um, so, um, yeah, kind of. Um, so we're going to start with the side, um, because that way, if this doesn't work, we're not, you know, completely effed. Um, so basically, how this is going to work is the person in the video, which was sounds good, Mike. Um, I don't even remember who it was. They used a golden medium retarder, um, and the closest thing I've got is the Warpaint's retarder. So this is what I'm going to use. Um, and we're going to try this. Okay. And I have no idea how well this is going to work. I grabbed one second. Um, so how this is going to work, what we're going to do is we're going to put down some of this retarder. And then we're going to use a lining brush and draw some squiggles with the actual color we want. And the idea is that the retarder is going to keep the squiggles from staying as lines, and that it'll kind of disperse and make it look like marble. We'll find out. You ready to come on the journey with me? Well, listening to some 90s techno music. So, we're going to do this the flat side first to see how well it works. Sound like plan? Sound like plan to me. Sounds good. Hopefully, we don't mess up them all. I suppose it's just primed, so we can't really mess it up, can we? So he said you just kind of paint on the retarder, paint on the medium. Um, don't want it running. And then we just take the liner and do some squiggles like so. And then we take I think his was more medium and less retarder. Um, because this is not behaving properly. So we'll try a medium. Try medium and see what happens. And see how this goes. And if this doesn't work, then I don't know what we're going to do. No. Mm. Yeah, I don't think it's working because I don't have the same kind of medium that he did. Um, so yeah, um, yeah, this is not working right because it's not even reacting how it should be, and it doesn't look anything. All I want is black marble, people. Not too hard. Too much to ask for. Too much to ask for. So put him off to the side, and I'll do some more research and see if I can figure out a way to make that happen. And in the meantime, so I use this double stick tape to stick them to my to the top to the tops of these medication bottles, thinking that that's what this double stick tape was for. It came with painting handle. Use is too small. It doesn't fit right. Doesn't feel right. Um, Apparently, it is not for this, or at least it's not designed to stay on there for any kind of period of time. Crap, foam tape. Oh yeah, this is my Vampire Lord I've been painting off stream, but I want the handle. So I was going to use this tape to tape him to the top of this. I don't want to do that anymore. It has been a Monday, folks, and I just realized I've had music on this whole time, and you guys haven't even been able to hear it. Is that a sign? I just stopped streaming. We're 50 minutes into stream and just falling apart.
You need to open this box fast.
Everything.
You need to open the box fast.
No, it's time. It's getting time for bed. So put it away. We'll open it later. Or you won't be streaming? Oh, okay. Something go wrong? Everything all right? Tech issues? Your OBS won't work. Like it's not opening, or what do you mean it won't work? It receives an error, which can you screenshot the error and send it to me? Discord? Sorry, I bet that's really loud for you guys listening. Okay, so we start working with this guy. He's gonna be fun. So there's a few things I plan on doing with this guy. Um, and hopefully we can make it look good because he's the next one we're going to try and auction off. So he's going to be walking through that burned and charred landscape. And I do plan on doing an OSL effect with the flames on this side, as well as a little bit of an OSL effect on this other side. So I'm gonna go with dark muted colors, so that when we do the OSL, it really pops and it really stands out. So, but I'm also feeling a lot of bronze, dragon hunting, dwarves. I'm feeling a lot of bronze, and some dark colors. Um, so, what do you guys think? I know what I'm doing. This. Oh, in case anybody's also wondering, I don't do non-metallic metal. Don't ever expect me to do non-metallic metal. Um, I've tried to explain this by typing, but I think I'm just really bad at explaining it. Um, my uh, my brain does not comprehend non-metallic metal. Whenever I look at somebody who's done non-metallic metal, I can see the technique in it. I can see the skill in it, but my brain does not perceive it as metal. My brain does not perceive it as a metal with a highlight to it. My brain just perceives it as a series of gradients. Um, so because of that, you'll never see me do non-metallic metal. It's not for any other reason than um, I have tried, but because I don't see the metal in it, my brain doesn't. I just it doesn't look right. It never turns out well. Um, I've tried a lot of times, um, and because I don't see metallic, it doesn't. It just doesn't compute to my brain. If I'm looking at a model, then and it's supposed to be metallic and it's supposed to be metal, then as I view that model from different angles, the highlight should change. Um, and if it doesn't, then my brain just sees it as a static piece and not as metal. It just sees it as a painted on gradient. So because of that, I don't do non-metallic. Don't ask me to, because it's just going to look really bad. I've been trying to do non-metallic metal for 20 years. It doesn't look well. It doesn't go well. So, recently, was gifted the John Blanche Masterclass #2 set from the Army Painter. So we're going to take advantage of that, and we're going to use some of these colors. Mainly because I freaking love these colors.
Um, and Patrick's.
Give me just a second, folks. I got to deal with the boy. Give me a second. Okay. First, MIG. No config URL. All right. Check and make sure that when everything reset, that you are logging in through Twitch, and see if that fixes the problem, Nick. So yeah, love these colors. So we're gonna start off with John Blanche, Blanched Berry. I love this. It's a real dark, purplish red. And this is what we're gonna do for Well, I think I view it as cloth. Um, so all of these areas in between. So we're going to put it on all of these underscored areas, and we're going to come back on all of these ridges. Um, and all of this stuff is going to be the bronze. So that's what we're doing. And then we'll come back and actually we're going to use evil chrome, not bronze. By the way, how are you doing, Abductors? Still working on that? You said you're working on a greater demon. Anything else you're working on? Bunch of Nurgle stuff. Now you're just kind of all over the chaos spectrum, huh? Is it commission stuff? Is it just your own stuff? Is it very cool? Not done any commissions yet? Folks, we got ads starting in just a couple minutes. Thank you all for sticking around and being here with me today. Um, Oh, what is this? Well, I'd love it if you shared what you're working on in the Discord. There's a channel in there for a mini painting showcase. Um, love to see what everybody's working on. Yeah, I didn't expect him to reply. I figure he's probably painting, or at least he would reply when he got to a point that he could. See, Meg, and that's where you're wrong. You're not tech stupid. Um, you're just looking at the wrong tech. Um, awesome. We'll take a look at it here in just a minute. Just um, like Mig, when it comes to like computer stuff, you've never really messed with it as much as you have with mobile stuff. Um, so like there's a reason why, like, if I'm having problems with my phone or something, I can't figure something out on my phone. There's a reason why I call you, because you are far more tech savvy when it comes to mobile than anybody else I know. So don't get down on yourself because you're messing with tech that you're not familiar with. Second coat on here. I am really liking this blanched berry color. The uh, the eldest sends her regards. My 10-year-old.
I'm trying to figure out my dog's bedroom.
You have school tomorrow. Shouldn't you be trying to figure that out instead?
Maybe I should.
Yeah.
I'm kind of stuck. If I don't get this done all day tomorrow, I don't have to wait to stay sick. Not sick. So if I don't do it today, I'm probably gonna be probably gonna think about being sick tomorrow and then not doing it. Then think about it, not do it, and then when I
I'm
get
really
home from
glad she's
school,
bad at
instead of
flying.
wanting church, go straight to dollhouse.
Go in the living room, eat, and brush your hair. It's 7:30. Hurry up. Well, your brother's probably going to be going to bed here shortly. So hurry it up. Go. Really liking this color. And this is going to be our low tone. We will build up our purples from here. Now, we're going to go with some obsidian sin, and we're going to get a skin done. At least base coated. Just trying to get base coats on right now, and we'll go on from there. We're going to do a darker complexion for this guy. Want Hey, Grey Wolf, you still here? I know you stopped in for a second. I don't know if you took off. Grey Wolf. He often pops in and then leaves. So I wasn't sure if he was still here or not, which is fine. Uh, so a couple reasons why I decided to go with a darker complexion on this guy. Um, One, personally, uh, I think the lack of melanin rich dwarves in pop culture is a damn shame. Um, so there's that. And two, because again, if we're going to be doing a lot of object source lighting, then we want dark, muted colors for our OSL to play against. Um, so if we were going to try and do an OSL against a light complexion with the bright colors of OSL that we're going to be trying to use, that we're going to be using, um, it's not going to turn out well. It's going to be very, very difficult to get the um, right effect. So, hey, Tams, what's going on, buddy? You you're lurking. Are you still on? Are you taking a break? Guys, if you do not follow Tams, go give him a follow. He's awesome. He is a very devoted um, WoW Classic server player, um, an old school MMO RPG player. Um, I had the pleasure of meeting Tams while playing the alpha for Ashes of Creation, um, probably going on a year now, 8 months ago, and hit it off. And he's super good guy. Um, so if you can, if you want to, um, go check him out. Go follow him. Uh, he does a lot of rating and recently started a uh, podcast style of running a D&D campaign. So should definitely go check him out. It's good stuff. Good guy. Good fun. So what's everybody working on? What's everybody doing? I mean, I know I'm not that entertaining for everybody to be sitting here just staring at me. Rando starting soon? You're starting soon? It's kind of late for you, aren't you? Is the V Block just starting a random game tonight? Minish Cap as a randomizer? Interesting. No idea what that is. You and your household. Those unaware of who Cooking with Games, otherwise known as Steph, is. She's awesome. She plays a lot of cozy, little, quaint, fun games, um, like Cultist Simulator. Did that turn out to be any good, Steph? I, I, I was following you. Like I stopped in a few times, but I was working, so I couldn't stay on and pay attention to much. Interesting. So now we're coming in with Ash Gray, and we're gonna put we're gonna do his beard and his facial hair as Ash Gray, and we're gonna build that up to a whiter color because uh, as everybody has seen with Denzel Washington and Morgan Freeman. Um, you should, you should. Um, my if everybody can tell from Denzel Washington and Morgan Freeman and plenty of others, um, one of the best looks on a highly melanated person is shock of white hair. You should. Those those Swiss rolls look tasty. So we're going to start off with this ash gray, and we'll build up to lighter gray with our final highlight being white. Mm. I'm starting to get kind of tired though, guys. I don't know how much longer I'll be able to go painting. I'm so happy after the surgery when I can actually sit down and paint. Missed a bit of the beard. It's hiding under the mustache. All right, folks, I will return in just a moment. I have Minion to put to bed. I'm going to use the restrooms, so go ahead and take a quick couple minute break here. All right. Wait. What's going on in Winter Stream? Something in Minecraft. Oh, okay. I, I yeah. Now I'm kind of curious. All right, so time to put up the Kolinsky brushes because we do not unmute Discord because we do not do metallics with Kolinsky brushes. So we put our Kolinsky brushes. Pulled pork in a Ninja Creamy. Did I hear you say that right? They put pork in a Ninja Creamy to make pulled pork. They added pulled pork to a Ninja Creamy to make pulled pork ice cream? It's going to be one of two things, folks. that's either going to be absolutely atrocious or it's going to be absolutely amazing. And either way, um, I'm wondering how elevated they were to decide to try and do this. All right, and I'm sorry, this is I have to restart the song. You got to be pretty goddamn elevated to do that. My regiment brush there. Meat swirl. So it's kind of like what happened to your mom last night. Oh, stick burn. His mom's a nice lady. Although, from what I heard, she could probably use a meat swirl. Moving on. So, again, we're going to the John Blanche range, and we're going to go with this heavy metal. This is a really dark metallic. And that we're going to use for all of our lower sections of our armor plating on the right side of the arm, on this side. I feel like I need some glow sticks. Back in my day, we didn't have glow sticks. We put a bunch of fireflies in a test tube. Going back to working, I can see the chat tomorrow. Desirables. Cool. Thanks, buddy. We will tech support the hell out of your stuff so we can get you back to streaming before the beginning of the month. And streaming reliably before the beginning of the month. Nation. Nation. Do you have a audio input for it? Hmm. One thing at a time. One thing at a time, Meg. Let's get you back to streaming and then we'll figure out Discord. All right, buddy. So I just thought of something I want to do. I think it's going to look amazing. I really kind of hate myself for just now thinking about it. Um, Sometimes it's the best. Just completely uninstall. Just wipe it, uninstall, and then reinstall and start from blank slate. Sometimes it's best. Honestly. All right, guys. I hate to do it, but I'm gonna have to. Um, my shoulder's starting to twitch, and you can't even see it, but my hands. It's getting really hard to keep painting. Um, Thursday. Thursday. So you may not see me much um, for a little bit after Thursday. Um, at least, actually, you'll probably see me a ton. Uh, whether I'm doing anything is going to be a different story. Um, so, for any of you who don't know, um, Thursday I'm having surgery on my right shoulder. My right shoulder is also my painting arm. Can't see, right? It's my painting arm. It's my primary arm. It's my dominant arm. Which means that that at least for I'm hoping it's not more than a few days. It's an orthoscopic surgery, so I'm hoping it's not more than a week. But um, for a period of time after my surgery, like I'm not going to be able to move my arm at all. It's going to be immobilized, probably against my chest, like this. Um, I'm hoping not long, um, because if I can't use my right arm, I'm not going to be able to paint. I'm not going to be able to really play any games. Um, the only thing I'm going to be able to do is read and watch videos, anime, movies, whatever. Um, so I've already pretty much decided that what's probably going to end up happening a lot is I'm probably just going to be on here just chatting because I'm not going to be able to work for 8 weeks. The first little bit, I'm not going to be able to paint. I'm not going to be able to play computer games. I'm not going to be able to do hardly anything. So you will probably see me streaming a lot of just chatting or um, joining into people's streams to just chat with them while they're doing stuff if they'll have me. Um, Jesus. Meg's gonna have me react to 300 hours uh of Dreadcore. Um, we'll join Steph and learn to play some of these weird Atelier games, and maybe we'll start playing some Atelier games with her, depending on what happens. Um, so yeah, we got some of our base coats done. Um, try to get some more done later. We got, you know, snooze this. Um, yeah, Meg, can you snooze those? I hit the wrong button. Are you able to do that? Thank you. Because we're going to be rating out. Because well, okay, I'll leave it up to you guys. Do you guys want to rate out, or um, do you guys want to watch me play some Lao? You know what? Let me just rate out. I'm just gonna rate out. My shoulder's killing me. Who's who's streaming? Who should we rate into? Um, I was gonna suggest. Uh, I was gonna suggest. Um, I was gonna suggest rating into winter, but if he's pulling some meat ice cream, no, we're not gonna do that. Um, let's see here. We will raid. Um, still, still, they don't. No, we're not going to support them if they're going to have conversations like that. Um, we are going to raid into. We're raid in to see Dr. Faust. He's a mini painter, good guy. Does a lot of YouTube videos, has a lot of YouTube tutorials. Um, so, uh, everybody, show him some love, show him respect, support. I'm going to try and get on tomorrow, though it's a long day at work, so I may not be able to. Um, so, yeah, like I said, get in there, show some love, show some support, and it helps if I actually hit the raid button. Um, again, 125 followers, guys. I cannot thank you guys enough. I cannot tell you I love you and appreciate your support enough for that. Thank you so very much. And have a great night.